It's Chris here. I'm the day-to-day apologist, and I want to address an issue in this special video, and that's about Colin Kaepernick and the Nike ad that is currently just been promoted in the billboard. And if you haven't watched the commercial, you should really go and watch it. It's not a terrible message, but there are some things that I want to address that I'm a little concerned about. That makes me a little more hesitant to want to support Nike and the clothing that they make and all that stuff. But I want to focus first on Colin. Now, if you don't know who Colin Kaepernick is, he's the NFL player that played for the 49ers and took a knee during the national anthem during one of the games, and he did it to raise awareness on police brutality and on different colors, people, and racism that's going on in our country. Now, as Christians, we need to address there is racism in our culture. Everybody, I believe, in this planet has a moment where they're racist towards somebody. And that's because racism is tied with pride and fear. And we need to address that. We need help spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And self-help or encouragement from others isn't enough. There is a soul sickness in people, and we are broken. And as Christians, we need to remember that Colin doesn't claim to be a Christian. And we shouldn't, as the Bible reminds us throughout the New Testament, we shouldn't have expectations for the unsaved people that don't know Jesus or know his love or have accepted his grace and are living like him. They're not saved, so therefore they're not acting like him. We shouldn't have expectations like they should be. Colin has the right and the freedom to express whatever he wants to express and protest whatever way he wants, as long as he does not create bodily harm to others. As Christians, we don't need to be more tolerant, but we need to be more patient, and we need to be more gracious. And we need to remember that God is in control, and God will make the final decision, and God will reveal if Colin Kaepernick is being selfish and self-seeking. God will reveal it in due time. He's done it over and over again throughout history. Now, I will say this to Colin. Colin, it's fine that you want to raise, awareness about racism and police brutality, but maybe it would do you some good instead of going to a Nike company and have your face on a billboard. Maybe it would be good for you to engage conversations with police. Maybe it would help you to go into black communities and to get these people to start fighting against the gang violence and the gangs that are in those communities. I mean, wouldn't that be better? Wouldn't that help quell the rage and the fire and the division that's building in our country? When I read in the newspapers or online that you signed on for a multi-million-dollar deal and you're going to be putting on your own brand through Nike, I don't exactly want to support your cause, because you're not being humble. And I want to support people that are humble. I want to support the person who's the nurse who works like 3 shifts in a row in order to help people that are sick and needy. I want to support people, grandmothers, single fathers, single mothers, who have to raise their children and work double, triple jobs. Those are the kind of people I want to support. I want to support firefighters who put their life on the line every day to help people and get paid measly money. I want to support people like veterans and soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice, who gave up their mind, body, and emotions towards fighting for our country. I want to support people that are not afraid to express their opinion, but that are also not afraid to say, I hear what you have to say, and I'll think on it. Those are the people I want to support. Those are the people I want to see on the billboard. And to Nike, I say, I understand you're a business and you're trying to make money. But remember that the love of money is the root of all evil. It will lead you down a broken path if you're not doing this stuff for the right reason. Don't politicize on the pains of others. God will be righteous, and he will be a righteous judge, and he will judge correctly. Please remember that. And then finally, I want to say to the commercial that they have, I don't mind the commercial of the boy who has no legs who's wrestling, or the guy who's catching a football who has no hands, or the girl who is a tennis player that grew up in Compton, or any of that stuff. But when your message is about you being the center of everything, that you are the most important thing that has ever existed, or more important than sliced bread and things like that, that is a message that is from the devil. Maybe the whole video isn't bad, but I gotta say, when you start promoting self over the other, that's a bad message. Young people are passionate. They'll misinterpret it and they'll take it in the wrong direction. Don't let propaganda get the best of you, and especially don't let Satan's message of self-reliance. You need to be reliant, and God created you to be reliant on others and on Him. I hope this video has encouraged you. I hope as Christians you are now encouraged and you remember that the heart is deceitful above all else. Who can understand it? Let's not hold, non-Christians like they're Christians. Let's pray for Colin and for people that are lost. And let's send a message to Nike and say, hey, you know what? It's not about just pushing forward, but it's about why you're pushing forward, what you're pushing forward to, and who you believe as your source of hope while you're pressing forward. God bless. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with other people and have a great day.